This is part 2 of this video. If you haven't seen part 1 already, there is a link in the description of this video. Click on that to watch that part first and then get to this video. And then you have this. This happens to be the 10 cities. And look, even in Vancouver, even in the colder climates, not just in warmer places, poverty is increasing at a drastic level. There are tent cities everywhere. People are suffering. Poverty has been increasing. Homelessness is increasing. And you see generally that people are doing worse off than before. And despite the fact that these tent cities get shut down, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the situation. If you pull the video cameras off of these tent cities, they're not going to go away. You might be out of the eyes of the public, but they're not going away. And so that's another form of collapse. And what will be the resolution to this? Well, I believe that many places will engage in this. Pilot project to introduce a basic income in Ontario gets strong public support. 3-year proposal set to launch this spring will give participants a guaranteed salary. Guess what? You work, you don't work, you get some money. How does that sound? Well, it sounds great. Why not? Why not have free money for everybody? Just print up the money and give it to everybody. That will increase the value of the economy. That's going to be the most amazing plan ever, right? I mean, you're going to get people to get new jobs, to buy things simply because they have free money coming in. Is that how this works? I don't think so. Why not do something intelligent for once? But of course, that's not what this is all about. What a terrible design. When you destroy the economy completely, you give all the money to the bankers, to the corporations who own and control these governments. You give all the money to them. And then when the people lose all their damn jobs and they're suffering, living in tent cities, living in their vans, you say, you know what? You deserve a little bit too. Here, take some of this money. It's free. Don't riot. Don't cause us a problem. Live in your government housing and take this paycheck. Make sure to buy something wonderful with it. And that's the type of thing that I see taking place right now, where you have all the social assistance programs expanding and you have nothing but a poorly designed government structure set up behind it, allowing the corporations to own and control every politician. They have no purpose in our world. They do nothing to help us out, and they are only there to make things worse. So, last but not least, this is showing you during the financial crisis. Here is the low on the S&P in March 2009, where the S&P hit 666. But you look at the value of today, surely it's doing well. There is no denial of that. However, in the lead up to that crash, you would have sold, if this was you would have sold right in here and you would have bought right in here, right? So you wait it out, or maybe you short the market, and then you buy it up and you pick up on all that value, and now here's your money today. It's worth $2,400 from $666 to $2,400. You're rich. You're living on a beautiful villa in paradise. You got a super yacht and everything else, right? That's what you would have done, right? You would have known to pick right off the top and then watch it drop and sell and buy back at the right time. I mean, you would have done that. Am I right? Because everyone is an oracle and they can predict the stock market today. people have been doing that. I mean, they've been on the buy side, of course, and they've been doing well. Since March 2009, they've been able to predict it. I mean, great work. The stock market has been rising. It can rise perpetually, and you can continue to quote unquote make money. But have you made any money whatsoever if you haven't realized your gains? Perhaps if you have dividends, stocks with dividends, but a lot of people are chasing the appreciation. That's what they're after. They've quote unquote made money. I would beg to differ, because if somebody at this point in this region, right in here, made money, they didn't make money if they didn't sell and they watched a crash. Perhaps again, they just held on tight to everything they had. All of the value of all their kids' college fund and everything else, they watched it dissipating and they got spooked. But did they sell? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they held on. What about their pension funds? Well, the pension funds aren't doing well. What about many other funds? In fact, they're not doing that well. It's only individual stocks that are doing well. So what I would suggest to everyone out there is you be your own guide. Use your own judgment. If you feel that the stock market is a good investment, by all means, please do invest. Choose to do that. You are making the choice. But you're not going to hear that from me. If the market was a good buy at this time, I would suggest it. But generally, I don't like to fund and fuel the banksters, and they're working on this system right now. My system is completely different. It's called the Money GPS strategy. It's about getting out of the system. It's about having solar panels instead of paying your electric company every time they decide to raise your bills up and up and up. And so you stick it to them. And that's what this is all about. But essentially, all I want to say is that, number one, the collapse doesn't have to be down. The collapse can be up too. Don't be confused by the wording. And then you need to look at the real indicators, not just the price, the nominal value of the stock market. You need to look at all of the indicators. And while your stocks may be doing well, how are your neighbors doing? How is everything doing as a whole? If you found this video informative, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, if you disagree with it, give me a thumbs down. Have an opinion on it. Either go up or go down. Don't just watch and move on. If you found the video informative, I have so much other work that I know you'll find even more informative. I have my books. I have free ebooks all at my website, themoneygps.com. And I now have my ebook, audiobook, I should say. If you go to the audio book section where it says store, right now all I have is the one, and it is available for everyone to purchase. So you head over to this here, and I have the audiobook, which many people have asked for. It's finally done. Go to themoneygps.com and click on store. You're presented with this. Do what you need to do if you're interested in that. If you want to look through the book, the paperback version, go to Amazon. They have a look inside feature. You can then flip through these books to see if you like them for yourselves. Take care.